Yes, father confirm. It's your boy Foxy P in the building. I like your boy. The chopper of Yam and the fryer of plantain. Yes, 1995, 1999 Gidigbo champion. First Igbo governor of Lagos State. Baba say yes, he can say yes, we fit. Yes, father confirm.
Yes, father confirm. It's your top Foxy P in the building. I like your boy, chopper of Yam and the fryer of plantain. Chilling right here on that episode of the Africa Today show. Ginger. I'm so happy to see you guys. As you can see, we're back in the widescreen mode. You can see every single thing. You don't know what has been happening since. The past episodes of Africa Today show have been shot on what? My iPhone. I think at least like 6, 7 or 8 episodes. Thank God for technology, isn't it? I'm telling you right now, we're back here using our big widescreen camera that I paid so many thousands of dollars for. Confirm. It even has the tripod that I paid enough money for. We thank God. What happened? Ordinary charger to be charging this camera was missing. Could not use it. Why isn't an iPhone? But glory be to God. People were getting the episodes. Everything was in high definition. Steve Jobs! Stevie Jobs! I don't know whether it's in heaven or it's in hellfire. But I'll call Steve Jobs! Steve Jobs! Thank you so much. Confirm. Appreciate you guys that. I'm going to jump into this episode. I recently went to Nigeria. You guys know that for a fact. I was on Snapchat. Follow me on Snapchat. Comedian Foxy P. The Fox himself on Twitter. The Fox himself on Instagram. So I went to Naija. Naija is crazy. Naija is a lot of fun. But this episode right here is to tell you how to survive in Nigeria. Confirm. So, to survive a visit to Nigeria is very, very simple, very straightforward. Number one, know why you're going to Nigeria for. If you're going there for business, go there for business. If you're going there for pleasure, go there for pleasure. But if you're going for business, you have a couple of meetings with different people. Maybe you want to enter into the energy sector, entertainment sector, whatever. Understand that people in Nigeria are busy. They are very, very busy. Somebody that you see working in bank, that's not their only job. Everybody's a hustler in Nigeria. That guy that I see in a bank, can have a boutique where once he just close from that bank like this in Saleko, he's going all the way to here to go to his boutique. So you have to make sure that you're managing that his time good. A lot of boys, personally for me, a lot of my boys, they sell land. They're into land selling. They're buying land. They're doing farming. They're doing every single thing outside of that work that they're doing. So you have to make sure you manage their time effectively. Also remember the fact that when somebody in Nigeria give you time for a meeting, maybe they tell you that come to my office at 10 a.m. Don't be believing the American way that meeting is 10 a.m. No. Plan for plus 2.5 to 8 hours sometimes. So if you go for that meeting at 10 a.m., chill there, knowing fully well that I'm not going to plan a meeting for 10, 11, 12, 1. No, do 10. Then the next one can be like 3. Because you never know. You can go there at 10 and you'll be chilling there in reception in the office waiting for the guy to call you, confirm. Also remember that you cannot do more than one thing in one day. What do I mean? If say for instance you have a meeting on the mainland, that doesn't mean that you can now schedule another meeting on the island. If you are doing mainland, do mainland. Schedule one main thing that you want to do each day and do that one thing. Because of why? Congestion is a big issue in Nigeria. The way that hold up be holding people, Chineke and on the league way, you yourself be looking like, if this is how it is when Jesus Christ haven't come, can you imagine how it's going rapture come? Confirm. That's how Nigeria is. So Lagos, especially Lagos, congestion is crazy. If you're going to be on the island for a meeting, maybe you can spend the night at your friend's house on the island so that way in the morning time you can be ready to be in motion. Just going from mainland, I live in a solo, going from there to Lekki can take you about an hour when there's no traffic. So now I believe in there's traffic, that's like almost 2 hours. Whereas Lagos is very, very small. If you look, I used Uber throughout the entire time I was there. That's another thing. You have to be fluid. You have to be fluid in your way of motion. Confirm. I had a meeting this one day when I was out there. Started from Isolo. The meeting was supposed to be at 10 a.m. Around like 8:30, Uber picked me up. Uber is working there, but they won't let you use PayPal. You have to use like a credit card. I don't know what kind of charges they're gonna charge me on my bank card that I used, but we're gonna find that out eventually. But you can actually use your US bank card, put it into your Uber account, and it'll work. So basically, from Lagos mainland to the island took me an hour and a half to get there. I got there, by the time I finished that meeting, I had another meeting in another part of Lekki. I now looked at it that to call Uber, it would take a long time. From that meeting, I used Okada. As I used Okada to go to that meeting, I had another meeting in VI. From that Lekki, we use Keke Marwa to go to VI. Keke Marwa is a tricycle. Confirm. You see them on their back, they'll be like, no kings as God. They'll be like all those kind of inscription. Yala ya anybody, street to take over. You see all those inscription on their back, confirm. So I had that meeting in VI. As soon as I finished that meeting, I had another meeting at UBA building right there in Isaleko. So I now took downfall from I took downfall from VI all the way down to CMS and now trek the remaining half. So you have to be fluid with your way of moving around. If you have a car, if your parents have a car, if you have someone that can give you a car, that's nice, you know. So it's good to be fluid. You know, nothing will happen, nothing bad will happen to you. Of course, people say, oh, I can't leave America to go and enter Okada. Leave story. When you were in Nigeria, you were entering Okada. Okada is the fastest way to get from point A to point B. But you have some roads that they won't let them get on. So you have to get on Keke Marwa. And even after that, downfall can be really, really fast. In Nigeria, security is a big issue. And I'm not talking about Boko Haram. God is the one that's protecting us from all those kind of terrorists. The point I'm trying to make here is security is a big issue. You know how our Naira is big. Naira, if you carry 100,000 Naira on yourself, the biggest denomination is 1,000 Naira. So that means you're carrying 100 notes. That thing will swell up in your pocket, confirm. Girls will be looking at you like, is it that you have a lot of money in your pocket or you're happy to see me? So you have to make sure that with your crew that you're moving with, you have to split that money. If you must carry cash, of which you don't have to carry cash. These days, there's ATMs all around. People will be like, oh, I don't know that area that I'm going to, whether Echo Bank has ATM there. Leave story for tortoise. If you're coming from America, I'm used to paying $3 for using another bank's ATM. There in Nigeria, it's only 65 Naira. 65 Naira, where is how much you're paying to use another? That's negligible. That's not even up to $1. That's not even up to like a third of $1. That's like 30 cents. It's nothing. So get that ATM card. Now, the path you have to use to get a bank account in Nigeria is ridiculous. It's crazy. Me, myself, personally, I'm working with somebody here in the US who she has an amazing connection with Diamond Bank. We're going to figure out a way to get people. So if anybody's interested in getting a bank account in Nigeria, you don't want to go through all the crazy process, hit me up, africancomedians@gmail.com. I'll link you up with this auntie. She lives in Pennsylvania now. She has a surefire way to get to your Diamond Bank account, where they'll give you your card and everything else. You can go and swipe in Nigeria, confirm. When you get to Nigeria, you change your PIN. Nobody will know your PIN, confirm. But I found it very, very crazy. I went to go set up a bank account with my father. The bank said to open an account, you need to have 2 people that will vouch for you. Now, these 2 people have the people that have accounts in that bank. I said, okay, number 1 will be my father. They said, no. I said, why? I said, it's your father. I said, don't you understand the fallacy in what you are doing? My father is the number 1 person who can vouch for me. And he has an account in his bank. They said, no, you have to go and find somebody else. Where the fuck am I going to find somebody else? Anyways, let me not curse on this show. But it's ridiculous. But please, make sure security is a big thing. If you're rolling, for me personally, I roll deep. When I say I roll deep, that means that I roll with human beings. It's never just me, singular, by myself, Foxy P on the main road. No. I roll deep. I usually have at least like 3 or 4 of my cousins hanging with me. Why do I do that? 2 reasons. Number 1, security. There's safety in numbers. Number 2, because I have to make sure that with me coming to from America to Nigeria, let them feel the change in their body. Let them feel like, yo, our cousin just came from America. Let them feel that change. I'm coming with dollars. I'm spending money. I'm having a good time. I'm going to clubs, all that kind of stuff. Let them feel that change. Because I remember when I was young, we had some of our uncles that were coming from France, from Thailand, from Belgium, from UK, from US. Anytime they come, things will change. Maybe they will take us to Mr. Biggs and go and buy you, donuts, which is just a glorified pop-off that has red jelly inside. Or they can buy you meat pie, buy you ice cream. You enjoy yourself. So I say, you know what? This couple of days I'm in Nigeria, let my cousins enjoy themselves. So every single day, everybody show up in my house. We're moving together. So there's safety in numbers. And plus, when we're moving around, I can share my money into different people. Or you hold this one, hold this one, hold this one, hold this one. Confirm. Because Nigeria is a funny place. You have people that are obtainers. What is an obtainer? Obtainer is someone that just looks at the situation and says, you know what, this guy is rolling solo. Let me obtain him. It can be an Agberi. You're inside a car. My brother drives a Porsche Cayenne. That was what we're driving around Lagos. So off of that alone, anywhere we're trying to like branch to go and chill, people will be like, oh, come on, park here, come on, park here. If you're rolling solo, as you just park there, like that's how 16 Agberi cannot surround you and be like, oh God, bring that watch you get for hand. What are you going to do? You might fight. But 1 against 16, I had a situation in first time. This was probably like a long time ago, maybe like 99 or no, 2000, 2001, where 6 boys beat me for first tag. I fight though, but they still brush me. That taught me too many things about life. Taught me many things. Number 1, it's going to take a long time for somebody to beat you to death. Number 2, The number of people that are coming for you does not mean that you have to seek it. You still have to try your best. But number 3, you will chop that beating. Confirm. Security is a big thing. Study yourself when you're moving around. Make sure you know your environment. Don't be flashing too many things. You know, this is our phone, for instance. If you're looking at it, oh, it's just a regular phone. People in Nigeria are looking at it like this phone is worth $600. Do you know what dollar is doing right now in Nigeria? They'll be like, if I obtain this thing from this guy right now, he himself, I can change my family life for the next year. This is my earring that you're seeing here. A family in Nigeria can eat off of these joints right here for 3 months. No joke. So when they look at you, they'll be like, okay, you just come. And please, don't get anything twisted. I don't care how well your Yoruba is. I don't care how your pidgin is. Once you enter Nigeria like this, it might be your skin that they're looking at, that one single mosquito has not bited in the past 5 years. It can just be your elocution and the way you're talking or your accent. They'll just pick up like, oh, this person is not from here. This person came from abroad. Please believe that you become a target. I'm not saying a target for bad things, but let's just understand. There are people out there that have more power than you. The situation is bad. I be telling people like, oh, Nigerian unemployment rate is 30%. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. Nigeria's unemployment rate is at least 70%. How do I know this? If I look at 10 of my family members who are less than 30 years old, how many of them have job? Maybe like 3. So I'm using my own sample size to say that Nigerian unemployment is at least 70%. So when people look at you, it's not a matter of, oh, I'm an arm robber, I want to take advantage of you. No. It's just like, yo, at this point in time, in this corner right here, in this bar beach, where nobody's looking, me and 5 of my guys can obtain you. So you have to be sharp. You have to be sharp in everything you're doing. Your movement has to be sharp. Where you're going has to be sharp. You have to understand where you're going. Don't be linking up with random people. I see a lot of people when they go to Nigeria, they're like, oh, next movement, we're going to this club. I'm about self on Instagram. Oh. People will be putting up picture. They'll put in Instagram. Please, let me tell you something. And this is a secret. Every single post you see me put up in Nigeria, when I'm on Snapchat, when I'm on Instagram, when I'm on Twitter, when I'm on Facebook, saying that, oh, I'm here. I'm not there at that time. Oh, I've already finished everything I'm doing there. I've already blown. I will not give them by expo. Because let me tell you something. All those Amroba, they're on social media. They're looking. They're like, let's go and rob this executive of this bank. After a while, they now see, a post. Oh, I just spent 1 million naira at Quillox. We're having a good time here. They say, where this guy they stay? Oh, they stay for Ikeja. And in the Quillox right now. Nobody smell didn't go past. They're just gonna waylay you. So please make sure you're turning off your GPS. Make sure you're turning off anything that people can use to locate your location. The same thing with your houses. Just because you're going to Naija to go and spend a couple of days does not mean you should be posting where exactly your house is. I tell people that I am from Okota Isolo, but I'm not gonna give you my exact address unless you know me reach house. Because I don't want a situation where I can leave Nigeria and come back to America and you put as that agent of assassination or agent of obtaining or agent of armed robbery or kidnapping and kidnap my father. Now say, Shebi, you are driving Lexus in Obodo Ibo. Sell the Lexus so can release your father. It won't happen. Babo, nothing. And that thing is this, when it comes to babes, I see a lot of Nigeria guys that go to Nigeria, their body will be hurting, they want to go and carry babes, Let me tell you something. I don't know whether it's a coincidence in terms of like you see all the Yahoo boys making money, the girls are like, look, we need easy money. Is it unemployment? Is it poverty? Whatever it is. But Ashana is a big thing in Nigeria. When I say Ashana, I mean Ashewo. That means money for hand, back for ground. That means prostitution. It's a big thing. There was a UN released something like maybe like 7 years ago where they said that Lagos, the city of Lagos, is the second biggest sex capital in the world, right after Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. What does that mean? Anywhere in Lagos you're within 10 miles of a brothel. A brothel is a place where you go, you enter inside, it's a shower joint, confirm. I can reel off names. People have heard me talk about it. Names of shower joints that I know. Why do I know this? Because I'm a 90s baby. I grew up in Nigeria. When I say 90s baby, that means I grew up in the 90s. I was born in the 80s, but I grew up in the 90s. I grew up in Lagos. Right from when I was like 5-6 years old, we'll be living in Ikoyi club. As soon as you come out of the club like this, see all these aunties wearing small clothes. People wearing bikini. I'm like, but the swimming pool closed at 9 p.m. Why are they still here? My daddy will be like, come stop it, class. Close your eye, idiot. What are you looking at woman breast for? Once you take that Kingsway Road, once you get to Ikoyi Hotel, like you'll be seeing babes standing there. Ashewo is a thing that's happening. If you want to change the name, I call it Ron's Girl. Ron's Girl is Ronsgel and Ashewo is the same thing. Basically, Ashewo, when you meet Ashewo, you say, I want to climb you, they'll call money for you. Ronsgel, you can't tell her you want to climb her. She'll just be like, oh, hey, how's everything going? She'll come and chill with you. You people go to the club, enjoy yourself, boom, 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 boom. Before you know what's happening, you climb her, and the next morning she'll be like, I need money for transport. You'll be like, okay, where are you going? She'll be just going down the street. Take 500 for Okada. She'll be like, oh, no. At least give me like 20k. That's a Ronsgel. You're settling, but you're not settling for the sex. You're settling for the companionship and everything else. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. You go to a club, 80% of the babes inside that club are not regular babes that you just see on main road. No, these are like Ronsgels. Like, they're just there for a good time. You buy bottles, they'll call you and sip and everything else. But at the same time, they're looking to see what's going to happen afterwards. So you have to shine your eye. Prostitution is a very, very funny thing. I grew up in a time when most of my friends, lost their virginity to like prostitutes. It's not a big deal for us. I mean, I don't know, maybe I sound really different. Maybe I'm just a street pyro kind of person. But it wasn't a big deal. Even when I was in Unilag, I remember one of my roommates, I'll call his name because I don't give a fuck. AY. AY's babe on campus there was an Ashana. As in, like, she was in school, but she was an Ashana. To the extent that this dude was not the one that now, when Aristos are aristocrat, that's a name that they call all the sugar daddies that would just roll up into the campus on Friday nights with their big cars and everything. He would go up to them and be like, you want a babe? He would go and bring his own babe and give them. When the girl now go, when she come back, he'll fetch water and she'll now bath. After she bath, he'll now come and romance the babe inside our room. That time we're pretending like we're sleeping. Like, one eye open. Just looking. Like, confirm. Those time I was losing weight in Nigeria back in the day. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he has heave up. That's a 9 years people use. People don't say somebody has HIV or AIDS. They say, remember that guy Nduka don't heave up. That's a slang to let you know that things have changed with the guy's body. Confirm. To counterbalance that, I'll tell you this. A lot of Nigerian girls are very, very conservative. Very, very conservative. Usually you don't to stay out till 10 p.m. Girls don't live by themselves till they marry. They stay in their parents' house till they marry. So when they finish from school, they come home. After they've done their youth service, they come home. They're usually in their parents' house till they marry. A lot of your friends too is the same thing. If you go back to Nigeria now, at least for me, when I go back to Nigeria, a lot of my friends that I hang out with, that we chill with and everything else, if I can just go back to the house, I used to go and visit them. When we're in secondary school, their parents' house, they'll still be there. Because it's like an African cultural thing. Like, you don't just, not like America here, where once you hit 18, your parents be looking at you like, when are you going to move out? You don't necessarily get that. You just like, you stay in the house. So, because of the girl staying in the house, she can't stay out past 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. because they'll lock the outside gates. So, off of that whole parole, they're very conservative. They won't necessarily come home with you after you go out for a date or to the bar or whatever. Now, that doesn't mean you cannot run paroles with the babe, all that kind of stuff. But what I'm giving you is just like things that you, as someone coming from America or from Jan or from Ukraine, can pick up on. And that thing is police. Police will wahala you steady. Like I said, I was riding my brother's Porsche Cayenne with him. Anywhere we go. We were on Allen. This was like 2 in the morning. We're going to Pecker's. One kind of joint like this where things are happening, confirm. I swear to God, Father Almighty, the number of times that police stopped us on that one island. This one time they stopped us. They were like, want to do stop and search. So I'm like, all right, cool. My brother got out of the car, let the police, they start searching the car, searching everything. So before I know what's happening, they said everybody should come out of the car. They start searching my cousins, searching their pockets, searching them, fingering their pockets, touching hand in all kind of places. So the guy was not like, oh God, I want you to come out too. I was like, come out for what? He said, I want to search you. So now this is very interesting. Nigerian police has changed from the back in the day. These days you can speak to police and let them know that what they will do and what they will not do. This is not something we could do in the military time. I think that democracy has really set in. And I think the advent of like social media where people are recording camera phones, people are recording police doing all kind of things. You can record police collecting bribe, they'll fire him, things like that. It's made them now change. Also, you have a situation now, whether it's due to unemployment or they're paying them better, I don't know what it is, but you have a lot of graduates, like college graduates are now entering the police force. So there are people that can reason with one-on-one. So if someone stops you and says, Roger missed something, you are doing well, oh, happy weekend, sir, this one down. If you're going somewhere in a hurry, you can dash them money, and then move. But if you're not in a hurry and you just feel the time to just jabba, you can chill with them. Because I had police, I told him, I came out of the car, I said, you're not going to search me today. The guy said, what do you mean? I said, you will not search me today, or God. It's my own right as a human being. He said, but I've searched everybody. I searched the car. I said, my brother gave you the authority to search his car. These other my cousins, they don't know their rights. So they told you to go ahead and search me. But me, I know my own rights. The guy said, you with this your earring. I know you just came from overseas. Then you know you're America. Is it not police that's killing people anyhow? You are not complaining. But when you come here, you not be doing you want to speak English. I will search your whole body. I will even search inside your anus. I said, oh God, that won't happen, no. It's my own right now. Unless you have a reason, unless you have a warrant, or like you have a reason. Somebody has called you and said, these guys that are coming here, they're carrying things. I said, what are you searching me for? He said, I want to see if you have weapon, if you have drug. I said, I don't have any of those things. He said, I have to search you. I said, you won't search me. That's when my cousins, I started going crazy, like, yo, you can't do this. I said, no shouting. I turned to them, I said, no shouting. Because when you start shouting, that's when you're giving people the reason they can slap you, or they can do this, or they can correct gun and cock it, or whatever. I said, don't shout, let's talk. So I was like, oh God, you won't search me. That's why his inspector now came and said, come. The other guy was like, no, inspector, we'll take him to the station. I said, am I under arrest? He said, no. I said, why are you taking me to the station then? For questioning, we have to search you. So I went to the inspector. The inspector said, what's the problem? I said, you guy wants to search me. I said, you can't search me. He said, but when you buy in your other country, people will be listening to them. But when you come here, people will be forming stubborn head. I said, this is where we have to do stubborn head, because this is our own country, confirm. That's how me and the inspector now rogered and just yarn. And he now told me, he said, look, these days they can't even ask for your particulars because law has changed. The head of police said, no more checking for particulars, no more checking people's phone to see what's going on their phone. So all of these things have changed. So yeah, we just reasoning. I was like, it's not good what you've done to these young boys. You've made them feel you've made them feel like they're not even human beings. You made like animals. Like how can somebody have something in their pocket and then a finger in their pocket, of which you don't have any plausible cause? There's nothing that made you feel like they were criminals. Nothing at all. You say you're searching for gun. This tapa cloth that naija boys are wearing when we're wearing our small knicker. Can you not see gun in our body? So me and the guy now reason. The guy was like, you know what? I see what you're saying, but I don't want to make him look bad. So if you can just please just show us what's in your pocket. I won't touch. And when I said I brought out the things in my pocket, a wallet and phone, that's how the inspector now carry finger. I said, Daddy, easy, my fallopian tube is there. You can't finger me. You already told me that you won't search me. So these are things that we just need to know. You can speak to them. And that thing you have to understand, the water. Don't go and drink Naija water, especially if you've left Naija before. I'm not talking about you people that went to Cotonou. One of my cousins, Ezekiel, this boy went to Cotonou for 3 weeks to go and learn how to repair generator. He came back. Everywhere he's going, he's carrying ragolis. Bottled water. When you see him, greeting you. That's the greeting that people that came from overseas do. They carry their bottled water. Hey, how fun now? How's everything now? You having a good time? Yeah. Easy. Also understand that just because something is bottled water does not mean that it is bottled water. What do I have to say? The same way here in America, this our bottled water is actually tap water that's just been filtered. All this spring that they'll be drawing all this kind of mountain, and then go to that mountain and doing it in that your own town, confirm. It's bottled water, but it's water that comes from tap. The same way in Naija, that they are getting that water. And I don't remember the last time that I saw tap water run in Naija. I haven't seen tap water in a long time. It's borehole water works. I don't know if they even exist, because they found out that it cost them more to use generator, to fire that generator up, to push that water, because there's no NEPA, to push that water across than to even get the water itself. So your water bill is cheaper than the amount of money it will cost them to fire a generator up to pump water to your house. So I don't think they even exist anymore. Like I can't remember the past 15 years if I've ever been to my parents' house and seen like water come from tap, except it's borehole. So please believe that that bottled water you're seeing in Nigeria is somebody's borehole that's clean, that they filtered, that they've boiled or whatever. That's why it's good to stick with the big brands, Eva water or Ragolis, or else your belly will purge, your belly will run, you can catch all kind of disease. It's our country, yes, it's true, but please don't get me doing that crazy thing. Remember when I was young in the Air Force Secondary School in Ikeja, that time will be when we finish playing ball like this, if there's no water in the GP tank, we can put our head down and be sucking the tap. When you be sucking the water be looking like Lucozade, brown, but you won't be sick. But that's it. That's a different time. There's meningitis and blood of Jesus that's helping us. But now things have changed, and that thing is all the things you eat. people have different rules. Some people say when they go to Nigeria, they don't eat suya, they don't eat this. Me, myself, I cannot control my eye. My eye be choking. If I see nkwobi, I'm eating nkwobi. Pepper soup, I'm eating that. Suya, I'm eating that. I'm eating all. But what saved me is Pepto-Bismol. Pepto-Bismol is something, it's like a pink thing that we always take from America. I always take that thing before I leave my house when I'm going to hang out with my boys. I drink a whole bunch of it, just like, drink a little bit, like 2 gulps, close it, and it helped me keep my belly together. Running stomach will hook you when you're in Nigeria, but make sure that you're drinking that thing. Make sure you're staying hydrated, and make sure you're taking care of yourself. Shine your eye. Amraba is a human being. Don't be afraid of them, but be careful with everything you're doing. Also, make sure that if you're going to Nigeria, make sure you take enough money to take care of your people. People will ask you for money. Your older siblings, your older uncle, people that senior you die when they see you. Even the president of a landlord association on your street, if you see, what did you bring for me? Make sure you have money. If you can, go shopping. Usually go to a dollar store, buy like lotion, buy like roll-on, little things that you can share to people that you don't even remember that you would have seen. Go to like Walmart or whatever, buy like t-shirts, things like that. I usually don't buy shoes for people unless you're somebody that I know and I really appreciate and I know your size. That's why I can buy a shoe for you. So these are the things that we have to do. Always remember, in anything in life, know that you're very fortunate. For you to be here in America does not mean that your friends and family could not have been here as well. It's just you are lucky. Different people. I have friends who have applied for visa 4 or 5 times. I applied only once. I got my visa. That's why I'm here and I'm living this life. So it's very important for me at this point in time to make sure that whenever I go to Nigeria, to spread the love. Let them feel that excitement. I'll buy chocolate. Anybody with their wife don't born, share chocolate, give them different things like that. If you go there, last them some pay. Right now, dollar is going for 303 naira. If you go and greet your friend that just born picking, give them 5,000 naira. It's not going to kill you. It's a beautiful thing. These are the times that we can do it. Who knows what tomorrow holds for us? I could lose my job. I could end up not being funny anymore. People may not be following me in terms of my comedy. Everything can fall off. So it's very important for me at this point in time to do whatever I can to help whoever. You see people, when you talk to your cousins, ask them how they're doing. What are you doing with your life? Which school are you in? I know one of my cousins that dropped out of school. Why did he drop out of school? He did not have 15,000 naira to pay for tuition. So I took over his tuition and I was very fortunate. He just graduated from school recently. So 15,000 a semester. How much is that now? 15,000. That's like what? If you try do the math, can I up to like, that's less than like 50 naira. $50. So imagine someone like that. You can change people's lives. You can do so many things. When you go there, don't just take advantage of your parents. Buy petrol for the generator. Let them know that whole week, Jen was blowing day in, day out. Nothing changed. Do things for your people. Encourage them. If you're going for business meetings, take some of your younger ones with you. I was blessed. I had a couple of business meetings when I was in Nigeria. Met with MI, met with some network TVs and network TV. I'm not going to tell you the name of the TV station, but please believe that this year we must enter TV in Nigeria by force, by fire. That kitchen must be on TV. That's why I stopped putting it on YouTube. It's no longer free. It will enter TV, confirmed. But I went for all these meetings and I took some of my young cousins, so that way they can be there. They can dream. By being there, they can be like, damn. Look at this young nigga I remember from back in the day. You're now sitting down with all these great people, talking big English and planning the future. Why can't I be like that? Because our leaders have done something. They've snatched the dreams away from the young ones. So it's left to us to do that. I didn't want this video to be that long, but you know how it is whenever I start talking. Appreciate you and that. Next video, I'll put up the updates about the Liberian stuff. We've been able to buy everything that supplies is going out there. I'm so happy. Shout out to La Vie. She worked so hard to make this happen. My ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you guys are absolutely amazing. I might be in Houston this weekend. If I am, you guys will see it on social media. The Fox himself, follow me. I said I take whenever I end the show. Anything with a line of Voltron, I went in doubt, some damn breast. God bless you guys. Jesus.